Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. And it does appear that they are lining up, Jim, in a 5-4-1 formation.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Neymar opts for safety. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Tries to pass it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Quick look. He leaps for it! And he's there to belt it away.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makélélé, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makélélé role now, such as his influence playing that position.
Nedved. Well read, nice interception. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for
getting up there! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bellingham promptly onto that, and that is that. Ferdinand. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Makélélé. It's a good spell of possession, this. Neymar goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And a header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Makélélé clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lazio have their second corner now. Neymar plays it short. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Nedved. Makélélé. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. That's destined for the flank. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, they could break here. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's Lahm. Lazio have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Oh, good effort! two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Hoeneß getting forward. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Lahm. Great vision. And this is Eto'o.
Botafogo can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Makelele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Hoeneß unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was quick to react. Seedorf. Here's Vieira. And it's Makelele. Nedved.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And he shoots! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no...
And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So we're off again. Yeah. And it's Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Makelele. Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Showing good feet. Bellingham. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Nedved does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Nedved. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Nesta engages and forces him off the ball. Maldini. It's a really well-measured ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hernes. And the counter is on. Ibrahimovic. Lahm. Makaleli. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in, and this is Nedved. Botafogo needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Played out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Lazio
20,
have their third
Neymar.
corner.
Numero 8, numero 9, Ibrahimovic. Numero 2, Makelele. Numero 5, lasciano il campo per il numero 10, Hazard. Il numero 19, Messi. Il numero 7,
It'll be a throw-in.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 14, il numero 3, Seedorf. Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Can he get on the end of this? No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's going to go a long way. Ferdinand. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hazard makes a dash for it. Now it's Hazard. And this is Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Caught offside that time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pepe. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Gattuso. For Ferdinand. And it's Gattuso. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Lahm. Messi. Lahm. Now Gattuso. And it's Gattuso. Good take, and is he in? And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Your reflections then, Jim. Botafogo certainly had some good moments.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. And here's the chance to counter. Hoeneß. He's in a good position here. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot! And again! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It's a really well-measured ball. Vieira. To Messi. And here's Eto'o. Hoeneß. Now it's Eto'o. Hoeneß! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. There he goes, motoring forward.
Lazio definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Gets his head on it! Oh, off the bar! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Araujo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Makelele. Spread it left. And it's Maldini. Lahm. And it's Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Picked out brilliantly. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. Lazio back on level terms. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Eto'o running with intent. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Eto'o couldn't squeeze it through. 15 minutes till half-time.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nesta gets across to intercept that. Knocks it into space. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it out wide. And that could well leave a mark.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Hoeneß with the short one. Lazio has the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. So, what can they make of this? Maldini. Played over towards the opposite flank. Bellingham. Hoeneß gets across and deals with it. Ferdinand. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good take, and is he... Oh, shooting chance! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
That's the end of the first 45. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. The midway point of the game.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Eto'o. And this is Messi. And the shot! Tries to get it clear. Decent chance! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Makelele. That is good alertness. Pepe. Ibrahimovic makes a dash for it. And that pass just didn't quite work. Big chance! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Nedved. Makelele is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Botafogo have clearly reached a level of comfort.
It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there.
Hoeneß gets a good foot in there. Makelele. Ibrahimovic! Again, a brilliant save.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 23.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ibrahimovic. Numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10. Hazard. Il numero 19.
And it's Maldini.
Messi. Il numero 7.
That is lovely.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 3. Seedorf. Attenzione
Maldini
al cambio.
carries the ball down the right.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Makelele. Maldini. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they could break here. Lahm. Makelele. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, he's not getting past him there.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Corner
Numero
number 2 then.
Makelele. Lascia il campo per il numero 14.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And now they can spring out of defence. Pull it. And that's been intercepted. Seedorf. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? Suarez gets into a good position. He's picked his way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Now that's well seen too. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
He's having a hit! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And they've got their lead back. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Cambio di giocatori.
Botafogo are making a change now. Bale coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a...
It's Asa! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Bullish header! Lahm gets it clear. It's a throw-in. And it's Bale. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Might be danger here.
Botafogo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. There will be 4 extra minutes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit running with the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso, spread neatly. Hazard. Toure does really well there, he is strong. Lahm. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Makelele has given away a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now, this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Great vision. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Forced to go back. He's having a pop! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ferdinand. Rummenigge. Araujo, very much a man of this moment. And it's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nesta gets it away. Chance for a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Araujo. And this is Eto'o. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lazio have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Bellingham, always looking for that half a chance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Varane gets across to intercept that. Pepe. Lahm. Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Seedorf. Now Hoeneß. Eto'o looking to receive it in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the counter is on. Pelé. Good ball, good take. Eto'o did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bellingham. And it's Makelele. Lahm has created one goal already.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Short changes him with that pass. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Araujo. Rummenigge. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Makelele. Lahm. Hernes. He's on it, can he get away? Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. Maldini. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Lazio with the corner, they're first. Caught offside that time. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Bale. Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Maldini. Makelele. That's a little off target. Seedorf. Eto'o. Goes for a shot! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 8.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi, il numero 10. Hazard, il numero
Botafogo
3.
are looking to break at
Attenzione,
pace.
una sostituzione.
Now, can they get him away? And a chance!
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just about up to the hour now. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Looking to play him in. Now it's Messi. That is good progress on the left. Lovely bit of skill. Drives it in. Cleared away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Seedorf making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 2, Makelele. Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 21.
Bale. Thuram. Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. He is through here! Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Gattuso. Oh, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yaya Toure. He's through here. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. Cech must save this. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Opts for safety. Ibrahimovic.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Chance, surely! And that is a little undercooked. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's burst through! Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target.
Lazio really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Decent chance! And no mistake. And right near the end, we have parity. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautiful.
Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. the passers will always have an option with him. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Threads one in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's there to get it away. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to play it through. Nedved receives it in a wide position. Cross goes in. Chance! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Maldini. Oh, that's neat. Bellingham. He's in a good position here. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ibrahimovic aims beyond the defence. Pele. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. That is great defending, so alert.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Botafogo still without a single shot on target. Seedorf. Hernes. Makaleli cannot be beaten that easily. Bellingham knocks it into space, and he's worked it through. Seedorf. And it's Lahm. Great vision. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Hernes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Makaleli. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pele! Vieira. Now Hernes.
Lazio definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Eto'o. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's Seedorf. Nedved ventures forward. Hernes. Bellingham does really well there, he is strong. Nedved. That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? Pele. Now it's Pele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, can they get him away? Lahm gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Pepe. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ibrahimovic gets into a good position. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And this is Ibrahimovic. Hernes. And it's Vieira. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. The second half is up and running.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Maldini. Bellingham. Now it's Nedved. And he's straight offside. And he's there to retrieve it. Threads one in. And this is Eto'o. And that has been knocked clear. Spread out to the left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Good ball. Hoeneß! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hoeneß is offering a right smile there.
Lahm. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's found space here. That pass isn't the best. Opts for safety. Lahm, really fierce, close defending. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Gets a good foot in there. Hoeneß is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And they can counter here. Oh, that's fabulous. Forced to go back, and it's Bellingham. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off. The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 8, numero 23, numero 2, Makelele, numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo, il numero 19, Messi, il numero 10, Hazard, il numero 14. Il numero 3.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Maldini. Lofted it. Impressive. Oh, off the bar. And that is well cleared. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Roberto Carlos. And this is Luis Suarez. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Botafogo, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Seedorf. And that's a good ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Ferdinand. Can he get it through? Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's been shipped out wide. Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Hazard. And the shot! And that's a shot finish! That could turn out to be a huge huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
How shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That was good alertness. Vieira. And it's Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Hullet! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Hazard goes short. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he welcomes it in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And this is Hullet. Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. And the ball is out of play. Lahm. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's Suarez. And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I have to say the front line made very little impression.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Oh, look at the space here. Well, Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Eto'o. Ernest. That's good running with the ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. And it's Lahm. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chooses to go cross-field. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Charge, surely! And that was struck with genuine force.
Ernest clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ferdinand wins the duel this time. Ferdinand makes a dash for it. He's being urged to shoot. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught now, and again! That is decidedly lacking. Goes forward. That'll be a throw-in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Botafogo have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Nedved. Pelé, there he goes, motoring forward. Lahm.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ernest. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. Makelele. And it's Makelele. Now it's Pelé. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ibrahimovic looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's managed to get free. And this is Ibrahimovic. Chance! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Lazio have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Seedorf. is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? He's had it taken off him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. Ibrahimovic. He's cut it out. Vieira. And it's Makelele. Lahm. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hoeneß. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. Pele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hoeneß. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Botafogo unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So off we go again.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pele, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Botafogo, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Lovely bit of skill. Lahm plays it in. Nesta gets it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Threads one in. And this is Gullit. Gullit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Gullit deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. Lahm goes short. And this is Hazard. Chance for a shot! Nedved clears without hesitation. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Makelele. He's found the way through. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Nedved with the short one. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lazio have their second corner now. Lahm has it in a wide position. Cleared without hesitation. Driving on and making good progress. Always onto this. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Botafogo are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Makelele is always looking to break lines. Nedved, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Lazio clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's an excellent interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 23, numero 9.
Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Numero 2, Makelele.
And here's Rafael Leao.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 10. Hazard.
Looking for the far post. Brilliantly cut out.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 19.
Gattuso looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
Il numero 3, Seedorf.
Vieira ventures forward. Azar. And here's Hullet. Pellet shapes to shoot. It's in. Botafogo back on level terms. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 22. Viene sostituito
Lazio have opted to make another change here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and...
Oh, what a mistake! Bale. Now, can they get him away? And this is Hullet. He's had a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Botafogo have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And it's Seedorf. Botafogo have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Tries to pass it through. Looking to play him in. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Oh, such a clever touch.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Hazard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Lazio really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Platini running with intent. Chance here to counter. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
4 extra minutes added on. He has a look up. And the shot! And again! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Botafogo clearly now in lead preservation mode. And he's gone looking for safety. Platini, well seen. And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there it is. What struck you most about that?